Did you know that according to a USA Today survey, the day after their wedding, 90% of couples wish they would have spent more of their wedding budget on entertainment? Also, did you know that your guests will rank entertainment as the number one or number two most memorable aspect of your wedding? Hi, I'm David Fraser, and if you are a couple who wants your wedding to stand out as rare and special, to be dance your shoes off fun, to be raved about long after the day is gone, then this short video presentation is something that you absolutely must see right now. I know your time is valuable, and I'd like to thank you for investing your time to watch this short video that in the long run can make a big difference for your wedding day. As a musician and professional entertainer, I've been creating VIP experiences for almost a decade, performing at over 1,500 events and countless weddings. And I certainly understand the challenges you have to deal with. Wedding decisions are tough. You've got pressure from your families and in-laws, pressure from your friends, and pressure from your budget. To top it all off, you've got a vision of what you want to experience on your wedding day, and an entire internet of information coming at you. I can relate. When my wife Carrie and I were married, we were completely overwhelmed, and that was before they even invented Pinterest. Looking back, I wish I had someone experienced to help me make my perfect wedding vision into a reality. So, instead of adding to your overwhelm and your information overload, I'd like to share with you what I've learned from being involved in so many weddings over the past 8 years. I'll give you practical, specific tips and strategies to help you avoid some costly mistakes and disappointments, so that you can completely relax and just say, I got this. Also, I'm happy to offer you some of my time and experience absolutely free, whether you become a client of mine or not. More about that later. Now let's talk a little bit about you. Are you dreaming of the kind of wow wedding experience your guests will rave about? The kind of wedding that will make you feel like a princess or prince? The kind of wedding that will become a cherished memory for life? This is exactly the kind of experience you deserve. However, there are more than a few things to worry about. And before we get to that, let me ask you this. Did you know that according to a Bank of Montreal study, an average couple spends more than $30,000 on their wedding? That's about $3,000 an hour. And this is how they normally spend their wedding budget. They buy the dress, book the venue, pick the cake and flowers, hire the photographers and the videographers, choose the chair covers, name cards, veggie trays, etc., etc., etc. Then, they use whatever is left over to cover their wedding entertainment. And because of that, they're limited by their budget, and they're usually left with the cheapest option. Now let's look at the wedding day from this perspective. Typically takes about 45 minutes for the ceremony, 60 minutes for the cocktail hour, 60 minutes for dinner, and about an hour for speeches, which totals up to about half of the day. But what about the other half? Well, the other half is the reception dance. That's usually at least 4 hours, not including the music their guests would be listening to during cocktail hour and dinner. So the obvious question is this. If, according to research, all wedding guests think that reception entertainment is very important and takes up half the day, then why is it only getting a small leftover sliver of the wedding budget? And a tiny sliver of the couple's time and their preparation. This is exactly how you could end up disappointed with low quality reception entertainment and run into unexpected problems that could potentially ruin your special day. And if that's not enough, instead of enjoying this precious time of your life, you find yourself worrying about these very real things. What if my band or DJ just doesn't show up? What if they arrive dressed in ripped jeans? What if my guests don't like the music and leave early? What if I'm getting ripped off? And so on and so forth. Yes, it's hard to be calm on your wedding day. And I want you to be nervous from all the excitement. Not stressed out because your budget DJ decides at the last possible minute to send a replacement that you've never met. Or because your wedding band takes the open bar thing way too seriously. Then ends up hitting on your bridesmaids. I've heard all kinds of wedding nightmare stories. And I want to save you all that heartache, stress, and worry so that you can have fun and completely enjoy your best day ever. There are a couple of things I'd like to offer you absolutely free. The first one is a comprehensive special report I'm putting together after taking part in countless weddings and seeing specific common mistakes time after time again. This report is called 8 Critical Mistakes Most Couples Make When Choosing Their Wedding Entertainment and How to Avoid Getting Ripped Off and Disappointed on Your Wedding Day. Many couples have told me this report is a lifesaver because it shines the spotlight on behind-the-scenes secrets most wedding vendors don't want you to know. Also, it comes with a list of practical, specific recommendations and 10 must-ask questions when you interview your potential band or DJ. All you need to do to get your free report is to click on the button next to this video. Enter your name and email and we'll send it to you right away. Also, if you would like to benefit from the experience of a professional entertainer who has performed over 1,500 live events, then I would like to offer you a 90-minute wedding entertainment consultation absolutely free. Would you like a solid plan for how to create the perfect soundtrack for the wedding you've been dreaming about? I'd be happy to help you get crystal clear on exactly how to pull off an amazing ceremony, cocktail hour, and reception dance, and how to tie those elements together. If you envision your wedding guests having a blast, dancing their shoes off, and raving about your wedding for months and years afterwards, then let's build a solid plan to help you get there. Together, we'll go through a 21-point checklist and all those scary what-if scenarios to make sure nothing gets left out and problems are solved before they even happen. I offer this complimentary 90-minute wedding consultation service because I'm a professional wedding entertainer, specializing in helping couples have the most amazing soundtrack to the best day ever. There's a good possibility that your wedding could massively benefit from having a well-thought-out entertainment plan. And if you like what I have to offer, you might want to become a client. And in that case, just so you know, our services range anywhere from $1,900 to about $9,900, depending on the type of package you choose. However, I promise you this. This is not going to be like most free consultations, which are basically high-pressure sales pitches in disguise. Instead, I'd like to demonstrate how helpful our service could be to you and your wedding by actually being helpful. I promise not to pressure you or push you in any way. And if after your free consultation you feel that I've wasted your time in any way, let me know and I will immediately write you a check for $100 as my personal apology to you. So you really have nothing to lose and everything to gain. And before we go any further, you need to know that I can't help everyone. There are only so many dates available for weddings and they get booked up fast due to high demand. So I can only be of benefit to couples who think wedding entertainment is an important decision and are willing to spend some time towards making it the best it can possibly be. They want a wedding experience that expresses their uniqueness as a couple, and they aren't interested in just a cookie cutter, just like everyone else's wedding. The reception is attended by at least 30 guests, and most of your guests primarily are English speaking. Your wedding is being held within a 3-hour travel distance of the Greater Toronto area, or you've got a budget for travel expenses. You have to have an entertainment budget of at least $1,900, and you're enthusiastic and excited about celebrating with your guests. If this is you, then here's what I'd like you to do next. Apply for your complimentary 90-minute wedding entertainment consultation with me by clicking the link below. You'll be taken to a mini questionnaire with some questions about you and your ideal wedding day. Once I have that information, I'll do some research for you and we can set up a time to go over it together. You'll get my time and experience for free, and by the end of your session, you'll have a solid plan for how to make your dream wedding entertainment a reality. If we click with each other and you decide to hire me personally to carry the plan out, that's awesome, and we'll chat about the details of moving forward together. If not, no hard feelings, and we'll part as friends. Just so you know, I can only offer a limited number of free consultations each month in order to keep myself available for my current clients. So, I schedule these free wedding entertainment consultations on a first come, first served basis, which means you want to get in the queue as soon as possible. And reserve your spot now by clicking on the link below. You've got nothing to lose and a dream wedding to gain. Listen, I really appreciate you taking your valuable time to watch this video, and I'm looking forward so much to connecting with you and helping you make your perfect wedding day come true. So now, click on the link below and let's get started.